Hi everyone, welcome to Border Tanks with StewiejP. I'm Stewie, you're not. Neither any of these blokes. This is my old mate Ziggy Echo 27 from 7ACAV clan. He's a legend, he's on Twitch, he's on YouTube, he's on all that kind of stuff. Check him out, links will be down below, and give him a follow, a like, a share, all that kind of jazz. He's kicking us off in this Tier 5 and 6 Extravaganza. It's Saturday Extravaganza time, 4 Ace Tanker replays in one video, and starting with the Pz IVS. It's a Tier 5 preferential matchmaking premium German medium tank. Now, preferential matchmaking means you'll never see a Tier 7 in this bad boy. And Ziggy's got the dream matchmaking lined up here. He's top tier in a Tier 4 and 5 game. And he's on Serene coast, going down the one line, which is in my opinion, it's where this is where the game is won or lost. He's spotted a few tanks, 2 or 3 tanks. The M5A1 Stewart, the Chi and the Matilda puts one shot into the Stewart, a second shot into the Stewart. That Stewart's just going to sit there doing circles. So it's not a real player, it's a bot, and that's what you see on the Aussie server sometimes when the population isn't too high at lower tiers. Bots make up the numbers, which help people get games, and I guess it's a different aspect, I suppose you could say, to the Aussie server. Finds a Chi, he starts shooting it. He's blocking the T67 quite nicely. I've got one of these tanks. I haven't played a great amount of games with it. Maybe it's a tank that I'll re-investigate a bit. It looks like he's not having too many problems blocking the T67. The T67's been shooting at him. So's the Matilda. He's blocked 330 hit points of damage. Make that 440 hit points of damage. 550 now. He's got a damaged gun. He can't fix that gun for a little while because his repair kit is on the cooldown. 2-2's the score. And tell me about the gun, Stewie. 75mm gun, 110 alpha damage, 110 penetration with armor piercing rounds, which is standard. APCR's premium for 158mm of penetration. Now, he was getting hit by a T67. Now, when you're playing at Tier 5 on the Aussie server, probably anywhere else in the world, you do tend to see a lot of T67 specialists. In this case, though, the T67 on each team, they're the bots making up the numbers as well. Like I said, up to and including Tier 5, you can get bots to make up the numbers on the Aussie server, Latin American server as well, I believe, and Ziggy's having an absolute ripper. He's on 615 damage, so he's already done more damage than the hit points of his tank. He's just been spotted. There'll be something down here. Is that the M8 spotting him to his left? He looks over there, thinks, no, it's probably not them. In 30 seconds, he'll be able to fix his gun. But that lightly armoured Tier 4 tank destroyer, which is getting a little bit of assisted damage on, would end up being a pretty easy, soft, juicy target. Won't need premium rounds to penetrate that bad boy. Looks behind him, the T67 on the enemy team. Another bot, 5 threes to score, 2 kills to Ziggy, 619 damage done, 550 damage blocked by armour, 229 assisted damage is something else. Just pops one into the enemy T67. And like I mentioned the bots because you can see, I hope you can see. If you can't see, your eyesight's worse than mine. It's got the mark, it's got the little emblems next to the name, also a colon either end of their in-game name, where it's written on the left and the right hand side of the scoreboard. 5-4 is the score. There's 4 bots left on Ziggy's team, 4 bots left on the enemy team as well, but his team are up by 1. He's finding a Panzer 4H over there. Panzer 4H, I've been playing a little bit of the Panzer 4H on the Hunters Down account, and that's been a little bit of fun. It's got that derp gun, which people absolutely love. A lot of tanks I've been re-investigating, if you like, looking back at some tanks that I really didn't play them very much when I was going through my grinds, like tanks such as the Panzer 4H, which I think Shell Sponge, who's going to feature very, very shortly, he mentioned it to me a while ago that it's a bit of a fun tank to do, and somebody on stream once said, play the Panzer 4H, Stewie, with the derp gun, and I'll tell you what, that's an absolute ripper. Anyway, back to the game. Ziggy Echo 27 from 7ACAV. They're a great bunch over there. They're always up for a good laugh, and there's a few streamers over there, Devils as well, Ziggy, Shell Sponge, and there might be more. I think there is, but I'm recording this early in the morning. Shoots the M7 once, rams him for the kill. That's how you do it. That's his 3rd kill of the game. 7-8 to score. He lost 87 health. Well, that's less health than the M7 lost. His name's Police 01 2017. I wonder if he's a cop. I wonder if he's going to come after Ziggy. I don't know. 3 kills to Ziggy Echo 27 from 7ACAV in the Panzer 5-4. Panzer 5-4. I was going to say the 5H. There's a P43. Blocks the Tier 5 Italian medium tank. Shoots him once. Doesn't manage to pen. The second shot pens. Is he going to go for another ram kill? He is. Talk about... Did he ram him? He might have. I think he did ram him. 9-8 the score now. 4 kills to Ziggy Echo 27 from 7 ACAF in the Pz 5-4. Where are the last remaining tanks going to be? I don't know. Where are they? There's a T67, a B1 and an M8A1. There's one of them. First shot goes just a little bit high. Auto aim shoots the B1 again, and of course that's only a tier 4 heavy tank. The gun in that thing is not going to be too hard to bounce. Ziggy blocking shots like an absolute champion. His damage blocked by armour up to nearly 900 now. The B1 not really knowing what to do. He's in there. He's caught in the water. What do you do when you're caught in the water? He switches to APCR because the B1 has angled a little bit. There's a M8A1 over there as well, and it sounds like the T67 is starting to cap as well. The Grant on Ziggy's team is starting to cap down in the south, but once you get rid of these two guys, he's still got another ram. There's another ram. That's how you do it. Don't waste your bullets if you don't need to. Now the B1 is starting to fire APCR and starting to penetrate. Ziggy shoots him once in the side, gets ready to shoot him again, kills him for his 6th kill. That just leaves one enemy tank, and we know where he is. It's the T67, and he was on the cap. Is he? No, he's coming after Ziggy. He is brave. It's a brave little bot. Ziggy goes, no worries, this is all too easy. Auto aims on the big fella. Shoots him one, takes him down to one shot. Shoots him again for his 7th kill. Carries the game with 7 kills. 1981 damage done, shown in game. 1320 get damage block, plus a little bit of assisted damage. We'll have a look on the results screen, and we'll see exactly how that one went. That's the wrong button. That's the right button. That was an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge from the old mate Ziggy. Don't forget to check him out on Twitch, YouTube, all that kind of stuff. Links will be down there. Ace Tanker Mastery Badge for Ziggy Echo 27. 2 ram kills. It was nearly 3. That second one that I called out as another ram kill. I don't think it was. I think he actually shot him. But nearly 3 ram kills. Not too bad. Hand of God for surviving and winning the game, having received damage from at least 4 different enemy tanks. Bruiser Medal for doing some internal modular or crew member damage. Duelist for killing tanks that did damage to his tank. 5 for effect. Shell proof. He got some bonds for the steel wall. High caliber. Top gun. He got 7 kills. 1,436 base experience. That's the base score. That's without the daily double or the premium account multiplier. Carried the daddy platoon over there. No problems whatsoever in the Pz 5-4. 1,981 hit points of damage done. 7 kills. 1,320 damage block. That's not bad for a medium tank. Top tier or not. That's not too bad at all. Especially one that's not Russian. 229 assisted damage. And he even made some credits. 80,500 credits. That's after tax in a premium account in that 6.5 minute game. He did get the 50,000. That would have been for his, maybe for his first win for the premium account. But even without that 50, still 30,000 is a pretty handy take-home pay, if you like, for a tier 5 premium tank. Not bad at all. Again, don't forget to check Ziggy out on Twitch and YouTube. The links will be down there. And let's move on to game number 2. Also from 7 ACAF clan, this is the old mate Shell Sponge. Running around in the MT-25. What's the MT-25? Oh, it's a German. No, it's not a German, you dill. It's a Russian. We just had the German one. It's a Russian medium tank. He's got 2 marks of excellence. Look at that. 2 marks of excellence on that bad boy. And I'm tipping he's going for a 3rd one. This is the tier 6 light tank. Finds the AMD 178B. And this is just going straight for the veered vehicle. Straight after him. Oh, he jumps over him. How did he do that? That's how you do it. Who said the French wheeled vehicles are the only ones that can do jumps? Artie takes an interest and splashes him, only for 68 hit points out of his 590. Waits for his crew to sort of come good. And I don't know, maybe they were doing count-ins, I'm not sure, because Tony 500 for 7 ACAF is an absolute legend as well. He was in this one, and they said g'day to him in the chat, which is good. A good thing to do. Shell Sponge, very nice bloke. I've met him a couple of times. Once in Melbourne, once in Cairns. I reckon there might have been another gathering at some stage up in maybe in Sydney or Brisbane. I'm not sure. Anyway, a hell of a nice guy. And he's on Twitch as well, YouTube, all that jazz. Links down below, along with the stuff from Ziggy. And he's on this map's called Empire's Border. Trust me, I know the maps. Empire's Border in the MT-25. His team are doing okay. They're winning 2-0. And he's got the AP rounds loaded. Standard rounds, which is interesting. A lot of people won't load AP at all when they're going for a 3rd mark of excellence. And he's got, he's already got 2. A little bit hard to see them, but they are there on that gun barrel on the Russian tier 6 light tank, the MT-25. AP rounds loaded, rocked and ready to go. 76mm gun, 115 alpha damage, 125 penetration with standard, 156 with APCR, which is premium ammunition. Looking at the side of the WZ-131 GFT, Chinese tank destroyer, just unloading into him. He's put, what, 3 or 4 shots into it. Put another one in. That's the way. One more will be his second kill. Remember, he got rid of that French tank. Now he's going to get rid of the Chinese tank destroyer. 3-1 is the score. Shell Sponge on 2 kills. 1,027 hit points of damage done. Almost double the amount of hit points that he started in this game, and he's just getting warmed up. 3-1's the score. He's on the road to 3 marks of excellence. You can see Abe Froman and Icarus from 1AR clan in this game as well. They're legends as well. I think I met them at the same party. They're, well, look out. What's going on here? Saint Emile, hello. Luckily, thankfully, the Saint Emile didn't penetrate the MT-25. The VK30-01D throws an HE shell towards Shell Sponge, and Shell Sponge is saying, I know what fight I'm going to pick, and it's not going to be that one. 3-2 the score now, as he finds the T-34-85M, puts one into him for kill number 3. He's got 3 out of the 4 kills in this game, and he's a low-tier light tank. This is a Tier 7 game. And Shell Sponge in the Tier 6 Russian light, not German, the MT-25. Rolling around there going, no worries, we've got this. Here's the Saint Emile. Hopefully someone shoots the Saint Emile. There's a VK that threw the HE round into him not too long ago. He doesn't want that to happen too often. Luckily, when the Saint Emile shot him, I think his tracks ate the shots. 4-2 the score, 3 kills to Shell Sponge from 7A Cav Clan. Bunch of legends. In the MT-25, he's looking down here, there's a Saint Emile, there's a VK. There's also a Nashorn. Nashorn or Nashorn? Who knows? Oh, this could be, yes! Gets a very cheeky shot into the Saint Emile. He's going to get into the Saint Emile, he's not going to back off. He'll be hoping artillery has a shot, but I think with these big mountains, it might be a little bit challenging for artillery to get a shot onto the Saint Emile. I'm sure if they had a shot, they'd take it, because the Saint Emile's got no. It's an open top. There it is. The S51 doesn't make a liar out of me. Drops one into the Saint Emile, and Shell Sponge, you can see which way the gun on that VK is aiming. It's another HE round. That time only for 30 hit points. He'll trade like this all day long. Oops, sorry. Bumped into the friendly SP1C. Score 7-2 now. 3 kills to Shell Sponge. He's got nearly half the kills. 3 kills to Shell Sponge. 1768 damage done. Shoot. I don't know where that shot went. Sticking with armor-piercing rounds. I thought I saw him change to APCR, but maybe not. He's on the road to 3 marks of excellence in this bad boy. And if he keeps playing like this, he's gonna smash it in. There's a Nashorn. Auto aim. Shoots him once. Gets ready to shoot him again. Get ready. Bang. Shoots him again. Takes him down to 152 hit points. One more will be another kill. It is. That's 4 kills. 4 kills to Shell Sponge from 7A Clav. Unfortunately, my old mate Icarus got taken out, but Abe Froman's holding up his end. No problems whatsoever. Finds the SU-14-1. That's a Tier 7 Russian hard. He shoots him a couple of times for kill number 5, and that brings the score up to 7-2. That SP1C, or the Spic, or whatever you want to call it, is looking a little bit worse for wear. He's certainly had better days. Throws a shot towards the M12. The Crusader SP kills the enemy artilleries, and that just leaves a heavy and a light tank. The OI, see, is he going to dab his 2 key for the OI? I know I would be. Kamikaze Girl, that one didn't penetrate. Looking for a weak spot in the back of the turret, seems to be one. Shoots Kamikaze Girl once, twice, and the Spic picks up that kill. Well deserved game for the Spic. Did well to survive that one. Shell Sponge also having an absolute ripper in the MT-25, the Tier 6 Russian light tank. Not German, Russian. Oh, we can edit that out later. But anyway, what are we going to look at? We're going to look at the result. That was an ace. It says here, 88% mark of excellence. So he's not that. So he's got his second mark maybe a few games before that game that we just watched, Shell Sponge from 7A Cav in the MT-25. So the second mark is 85%. He's on 88%, and he'll be charging his way towards a third in no time whatsoever. Ace Tanker Mastery Badge, Bruiser, Fighter, Fire for Effect. You got a Bond for the high caliber. He topped the score charts with 2,405 hit points of damage. It's not bad for a light. He started with 590 HP, I think. 1,200 base experience exactly. 5 kills. He fired 27 shots. He fired 27 shots, 23 hit, 22 penetrated. Bit of assisted damage, which is going to help with his mark as well. And he even made some credits, 6,742 credits. That's after tax with a premium account. Not a premium tank, though, so you don't get the bonus credits. And again, it looks like he might have been paying full price for some of those big consumables that he might have used in that game. Let's move on to game number 3. And let's see if you know this guy. This is another one of my old mates, Ravvi. Ravvi from What University, doing a great job with What University in their training sections. And he's platooned up with his old mate, the Flying Elite. These two guys were both in Cairns, along with Shell Sponge, myself, Nate Palmer, the lads and ladettes from 1AR clan, and many of other clans as well. And that was a pretty epic weekend, I've got to say. Anyway, I'll be talking about it until the next time. Ravvi's in the Pz IVS. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. This is a premium tier 6 German medium tank. It looks funny. It's got the skirts on there. The S doesn't stand for Stewie. It stands for skirts, I think. And that's what these things are on the side of his tank. Not a bad gun. 75mm gun. 135 alpha. 150 penetration with standard. 194 with APCR. See, Ravvi's got the chocolate going. The chocolate going here as a premium consumable, which is going to give him a little bit better crew skills, including vision, reload time, aim time. Not enough vision to see the that T67. I did say there's a number of T67 specialists out there. He gets stunned by artillery, uses his first aid kit to fix his crew up, unstun the crew. Is that the word you use? Unstun? There's that T67 again. Throws a blind shot in there. Unfortunately, his platoon mate, the Flying Elite, got taken out. It is T-34-85M. And Ravvi would be like, what's just happened? All of a sudden, they're down 3-0. It's cooling down, but it's not too cold. Ravvi's looking there going, well, I'm out of here. Pushes the turbo button and gets the hell out of Dodge. Finds some enemy tanks, though. The Panzer 4H. There, he's not there anymore. T-34-85M. Someone else is shooting him. Ravvi shoots him. I think he bounced that first shot. T-34-85M looking Ravvi's way. Ravvi says, hold my beer, and I'll just kill him. Shoots at A43 next at tier 6. Shoots him again. Kills him the second time. 3-5 the score. Now he's got all 3 kills. And I know what Ravvi's saying. He'll be saying, well, if I have to, I'll take all the kills if I have to. The Churchill 1 and the T-34-85 are in the south. Have sort of pushed down to the south, but got themselves in. There you go. What about this guy? He landed on his feet in the end. He'll be buying a Tatslow ticket when he gets home. The artillery takes him out. Oh, one of those leaf blower things. 6-6 the score now. 3 kills to Ravvi. This one's a bit fast and furious. I'm even struggling to keep up with this one. 6-6 the score. 3 kills to Ravvi from What University clan. 1,059 damage done. 380 damage blocked. A little bit of assisted damage. Kicking back here. He's used his first aid kit to fix his driver up. His driver was a little bit worse for wear. There's a KV-1S over here at T5, but this is a tier 6 game, and Ravvi's in a tier 6. Flying Elite's not in a tier 6 anymore. He's sitting there licking his wounds. Not sure what happened there, but he'll come back and make up for it the next game. No problems whatsoever. The Churchill goes down. It looks like those 2 tanks that were pushing the south didn't really make the most of it, or they got stuck. I'm not sure. Well, hello, little AMX ELC. They're like a little buzz box. Here comes the KV-1S. Ravvi looks like he does have the gun depression. Shoots him once, sets him on fire. Thank Christ for that. No automatic fire extinguisher on that one, and that gives him the opportunity to one-shot the KV-1S and take back the lead. 8-7, 9-7 now. The leaf blower kills the Churchill. 9-7, not looking too bad. 3, 4, 5 tier 6s left on Ravvi's team. Only 2 on the enemy team. One's the Hummel, one's the Jackson. Few tier 5s as well, including the RBFM. See a lot of them at tier 5 as well. There was a marathon mission, I think, for the tier 5 French turreted tank destroyer not too long ago. Ravvi from What University playing around in the middle of this map. I hear a dog bark. What are the dogs barking for? Anyway, oh, here we go. Back of the head. There goes the Pz T25, and again reclaims the lead. 5 kills to Ravvi from What University. 1 kill away from a top gun. 1,536 damage done. There's 4 tanks remaining. A T67, who has been spotted, but that was a while ago, back there at the base. The Jackson looks like the Jackson's pushing on the 25 TP. Ravvi can't help him, so he's going to take a different course of action and try to shoot him from a different direction. The Jackson looks like the Jackson may be fighting the Jackson now. Ravvi looking for the T67, doesn't see him. There's the back of the Jackson with one mark of excellence on his barrel. That's his 6th kill and the top gun, and again, takes the lead. 6 kills to Ravvi, 1,606 damage done. Hugging this rock like his life depends on it, because he knows that artillery will certainly be looking his way. The reason I say that is looking how far back these other 2 tank destroyers are, not much chance of them being spotted. So if Ravvi's the only tank that's been spotted, then most certainly the Hummel will be looking his way. Sees the RBFM, shoots him once, the second time he got taken out by the Jackson. It looks like maybe the Jackson was spotted, but the Jackson got the kill anyway. Good on him. Good on the Jackson. 6 kills to Ravvi. 2 tanks remaining. Is switching to HE now, because both of these remaining tanks are lightly armoured. The Hummel, T6 artillery piece, and the T67. So the HE option on this is a 75mm, 175 potential damage compared to 135. That could be the difference between getting a kill with 1 shot or 2, right? I think so. Got to make sure it pens though, so hopefully he doesn't shoot him in the tracks or anything silly like that. The Hummel hasn't been spotted. We just saw artillery fire in the general direction of where he thinks the T67 might be. Of course, that's the leaf blower, so you might be thinking, why would Artie shoot there when Ravvi's about to spot him? Well, the leaf blowers, what's the reload on the leaf blower? It's between 5 and 7 seconds, I think. It's ridiculous. Yes, I do have one. No, I've never played a random battle in it. Ravvi trying to get up here just to get some vision on the T67. There's the T67 on his side. Oh, HG pens that one, no problem. Shoots him again for the kill. He does get lit, so there might be a Hummel round coming in very, very shortly. 13-10 the score. Unlucky for the T67 player, but let's be honest, all these T67 specialists that we see at this tier, doesn't really matter, does it? There's the Hummel. He shoots him once. The Hummel shoots the building, so Ravvi can now take his time. Get the 8th kill. Do you get Radley Walters's at tier 6? I think you do. Is that going to be a Radley? I don't know. I reckon it should be. Let's have a look at the result and see how we go. Of course it was. Of course it was a Radley Walters, Chewy. What are you talking about? You call yourself a community. I should know these things. I really should know these things. Before we move on to our 4th and final replay in today's Ace Tanker Tier 5 and 6 Extravaganza, let's have a look at Ravvi's result. That was an ace. I have no idea what happened in this game. Never lucky. I reckon he was never lucky. The T67 was certainly never lucky. Ace Tanker Mastery Badge. Bruiser, Duelist, 5 for effect to get 5 bonds. You got the Radley Walters, high caliber, top gun, top score comfortably. And even though Flying Elite got blown apart pretty early, he still got 3rd by XP in that game. It says a lot about what some of the players did. I don't know. 2,232 hit points of damage, 8 kills, 13-10 base experience. Ravvi fired 23 shots, 19 hit, 18 penned. A little bit blocked, a little bit of assisted. That all would have contributed to the ace. But the kills and the damage is what would have given it to. Flying Elite was the only other player who got more than 1,000 damage. And he must have done that quite early because his game was over pretty quickly. 46,500 credits after tax. That's with a premium account. In that 7-minute game. Not bad, Ravvi. Not too bad at all. Check out Ravvi. Check out What You as well. All of their links will be down there. Ravvi's on Twitch. He's a streamer, community contributor, as is Flying Elite. That's everywhere. They're everywhere today. So what are we going to follow that up with? This one, I think, might be one of those Fast and Furious battles. This is my old mate Shell again. Shell Sponge from 7ACAV. In the SU-85. This is a Tier 5. Look at this. Tier 5 German tank destroyer. And look at that. Camo. Gets hit from behind by the Panzer 5. That's Ziggy again. Don't tell me it's the same game. No, that was a different map. Ziggy's there saying, hey, Shello, how you going? Ziggy's platooned up with She-Devil and Mike Tricky from SC Clan. And Shell Sponge possibly counting in during one of their live streams, because Tony 500's on the enemy team in the KV1, as is, I've lost it now, there was one there that I noticed, which I often see in Ziggy and Shell's live stream. 0-0 the score. Shell Sponge in the SU-85. SU-85 with the 85mm gun. That's where the 85 comes from, right? 180 alpha damage, 144 penetration. That's with standard rounds. 194 with APCR, which is premium. There's an HE option. I don't know if we're going to see that in this game, but if it works, it'll be hilarious. 300 potential damage for 44mm, as HEs often do. Shell Sponge kicking back in this bush here in the northeast of Airfield, hoping that the enemy team makes some silly mistakes, poke out, and he can punish them when they show him their side coming around that corner that he's aiming for. Only the KV-85 of the enemy team has been spotted there. There is a platoon of 2 box tanks, SU-100Y and the T-34-85M, a premium platoon on the enemy team. They haven't been spotted yet. Not sure where they are. T-67 goes down to She-Devil in the Panzer 4H. That's the one that that's the one we were talking about a couple of games ago. And I think it was Shell Sponge that first recommended me play that tank. That looks like a lot of fun. Kicking back in a bush here on Airfield, waiting for the enemy team to make a mistake. That looks like a mistake. Shoots him and damages him for 159. Tracks him as well. Somebody else sets him on fire, and Shell Sponge picks up 376 assisted damage just for that one shot, as well as and Ziggy got the kill. Happy days. What a legend. Get around him. 2-zip the score now. 2 enemy tanks have been killed. The T-67 killed by She-Devil, and the KV-85 getting killed by my old mate Ziggy. It's almost a 7 ACAV extravaganza. 2-zip is the score. Shell Sponge in the Russian tank destroyer at Tier 5, the SU-85. It looks a bit it looks fantastic. It looks a bit scary though. I wouldn't want to be hit by that gun too many times. 2-zip is the score, and he's decided, I'm not sitting back here. Let's move up to the next bush and see what see what else might be happening. Looking there, waits for the binos to come into effect. Looking, waiting for the opportunity, and getting ready to punish those enemy teams. 159 damage done so far. A little bit of a slow start, but he's getting there. 376 assisted damage. That's with that tracking shot, and he looks like he's getting ready to rock and roll. Moving into where the heavy tanks often do their bizzo. Unfortunately, Ziggy got taken out of that one, as did his platoon mate, Mick Tricky from SC. Shell Sponge saying, don't worry, hold my beer, I've got this. She-Devil's kicking back there in the Panzer 4H, getting ready to pounce. Shell Sponge, knowing that this thing's Russian, who cares if it's a tank destroyer? It's Russian, it's got to have armour. It's not going to be made out of paper like some of those German ones. He's getting stuck right into the middle of this fight, looking for the enemy team. 4-all, 5-4 the score now. He gets spotted. Grill killed that AMX ELC BIS, that little annoying Tier 5 French light tank thing. The KV-2 charging forward. You can see him in the north. Shell Sponge though, taking his time, not rushing into a bad position, which is what some might say. That's what I might do. Hits back over here. Does get lit. Gets hit by the M10 RBFM. That's a premium French Wolverine, I guess you could call it. Looks at that ladder, thinking, gee, that's a big ladder. 5-4. Shell Sponge sticking. What are we going to do? Oh, of course, artillery takes an interest. Pulls back. He's only got a few more seconds of being stunned by the Hummel. 5-4 the score. Shell Sponge from 7 ACAV in the SU-85. The Tier 5 Russian tank destroyer. Just kicking back here, taking his time, not rushing into a bad position. You look behind him and you can see She-Devil over there's got a little bit of attention from artillery as well. The KV-2, surprisingly, the KV-2 is still looking relatively healthy. Puts a shot into the, was that the SU-100Y? I think it was. The SU-100Y got taken out by artillery. Shell Sponge using these bushes for a little bit more camo. Shoots a T-34-85M in the side. It seemed to take forever for that round to get there, but the T-34-85M was right on the edge of the view range circle. IKV-103 might be the next target. 6-4 is the score. I thought he had an outline for a little bit, but then when you zoom in, sometimes you don't. 6-4 the score. There he is. This is going to be good. That's the bathtub tank, the S-35CA. Unfortunately, the AMX-12T got killed, which is going to be, that looks like somebody who was doing some pretty handy spotting. Shell Sponge shoots and penetrates the M10 RBFM, Tier 5 turreted premium French tank destroyer before he gets back and takes a little bit of cover. There's a Type T-34. If he pokes again, he'll be fully aimed and ready to penetrate his Chinese turret. There he goes. Shoots him. Takes him down to 174, which is a one-shot. Something else gets him for 135. That brings Shello's damage up to 879. 376 assisted damage. Kicking back here, looking left, looking right, thinking, all right, what are we going to do now? What are we going to do? We're going to have a drink of coffee. that is getting cold. Still, waste not, want not. M10's low health. That's what he tells his friends. His friends are going for it. She-Devil on 161. With that derp gun, I'm tipping she's got the derp gun on that bad boy. She should be able to penetrate no problems. Shoots and kills the Sheriff in the Leaf Blower. Was that the same guy who was in the Leaf Blower a couple of games ago? These games might have all come out on the same night. Where did that IKV go? He just went unspotted. Tanks are dropping off left, right and centre. 10-7, 10-8 is the score. He's got the back of the IKV 103. Shoots him once. He's saying, come on, gun. Reload, reload, reload. He's already aimed. Shoots and missed. That's exactly what I would have done. I would have missed as well. Artillery stuns the Swedish tank destroyer, and he bounces the side of the Swedish tank destroyer. That might have been due to distance. He was right on the edge of Shell Sponge's second circle there. 10-8 the score. 1 kill. 1,167 hit points of damage done. 376 assisted damage. It's a pressure cooker situation. That's what you'd say. It's a pressure cooker situation. They're ridden by 2 tanks, but he's lost his mates. The 7-8 Cav / SC platoon has been taken. Oh, that's cheeky. Oh, how many of you would be brave enough to risk that? I don't know. I don't know if I would. Oh, let's be honest, I probably would. But it probably wouldn't have went as smoothly. Maybe he's practiced that in a training room. The KV-2 goes down to the box tank. Artillery takes an interest in the box tank. And Shell Sponge knows his tanks. He knows he should be able to get 2 shots into that SU-100Y before the SU-100Y reloads. But he knows he's not going to risk it. Their artillery will most certainly be interested in him. Friendly artillery stuns the SU-100Y, and it looks like the SU-100Y might be coming his way. Look at the minimap now, the grill in the south. What's the grill in the south doing? Is he trying to help the Dickermax? Fails to pen the SU-100. The 60 GT shoots the SU-100. Shell Sponge is moving away. Why isn't the SU-100 firing? I refuse to believe that he was reloading. Gets stunned a bit, but who cares? The M44 was trying to help. Shell Sponge got his second kill. That brings the score up to 11-9. 12-9 now is that IKV 103, who's been on minuscule health for seemingly ages. Finally gets taken out by the Dickermax, the big dick in the south. Chief Muppet, that's a good in-game name. Best in-game names in the world, Aussie server, I'll tell you right now. 12-9 the score, 83 tanks remain. 2 artilleries, a grill and a Hummel. A T-34-85M was last spotted at J3. You can see that on the mini-map. I'm not sure if he's moving forward or if he's still there. Who knows? It could have been a long, long time ago. 12-9 the score. Shell Sponge from 7A Cav clan on 2 kills. 1,507 damage done. 376 assisted. He's in the tier 5 Russian. He's in the tier 5. I thought he was around here somewhere. There's the grill. Don't shoot. Grill. Killed shoots. He can't unstun his crew, but he can fire a shot. I think he fired a shot and possibly missed. He waits for his tracks to fix because he's already on the cooldown for his repair kit and stuff. Already on the cooldown. Artillery stuns the grill. He shoots him once, takes him down to 64 hit points. That's a one shot. Artillery tries to kill a grill and misses. And is a grill just going to poke the ground? I'll take it. No problems. I'll take that. No problems at all. It could have been a lot different that game. That game could have been an absolute catastrophe, but it wasn't a catastrophe. It was maybe a catastrophe. Maybe the enemy team might disagree, but Shell Sponge had an absolute ripper, as did his platoon mates, his clan mates, and everybody else in that game. Ace Tanker Mastery Badge for Shallow, the Hand of God, Bruiser, Duelist, 5 for effect. He got some bonds for the Pascucci's medal for killing those 2 artilleries. Confederate, there was 3. He didn't kill the last one. He killed the Leaf Blower a little bit earlier, and then he got that the grill towards the end. Killed 2 artilleries in one game for the Pascucci's. Confederate for shooting more enemy tanks than anybody else, and the High Caliber for doing the most damage. 1,742 hit points of damage done. 3 kills, 913 base experience. He fired 17 shots, 14 hit, 12 penned. That was enough for an ace. And he even made some coin, nearly over 30,000 credits after tax with a premium account. That's not a premium tank, though. It's just a standard tank. Massive thanks to everyone for Ravvi from What University and everyone from 7A Cav, Shell Sponge and Ziggy. Check them out on Twitch and YouTube. Links will be down below. Also, What University and Ravvi. They're all content creators, community contributors, whatever you want to call them. Ravvi having a ripper in the Panzer 4S. Shell Sponge in the SU-85 at tier 5, as well as the MT-25 at tier 6. You'll have 3 marks on that for sure, and my old mate Ziggy in the Pz 5.4. Thanks a lot very much for the replays, lad. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care, and see you all next time. Once again, don't forget to give Ziggy, Ravvi, and Shell Sponge follows, likes, subscriptions, all that kind of stuff. Their links will be down there. They're all really nice people. I've met them all in real life. I've shaken their hands and shared beers with them. They're all absolute champions. So show them some love, like, subscribe, all that kind of jazz. Like us as well if you haven't already, and get on board over at Twitch. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you back in a few days. Take care.